In a tangled web of whispers and shadows, Malaya flees, children's fate uncertain.
From the Dillinger slash hoaxer slash I don't know. Okay, you don't know either. Daniel did not call in. He did call in at some point. There was, I'm pretty sure Deep Sea Carrie and Deception Detective said that he called in. Dolly gave him a wrench. Now, Carrie, I'm looking at this video. Let me show you what video this is. It literally says breaking. Search for Jack and Lily. Daniel tells all must see. All right. And I heard Dolly say, hey, Daniel called in. I gave him a wrench because I want to make sure it's Daniel and not somebody hoaxing. So this is the 55 minute that says breaking. Daniel tells all. Right. I thought there was a little bit in the clip that he clipped for the 9 minutes, but I don't want to sit here forever wasting y'all's time. Right. You said Daniel left at 3:30, but this is a 55-minute video. So I'm not really able to. Let me play it for a minute. It's talking about the case, but I want to hear Daniel.
1,200 people in the room. Right. That means that kind of worried. And he also says the reason he believes that she left the house.
Okay, so maybe this
is because he would have knew she was lying. He would have knew. He's been around her for years. And you know how you've been around.
And this is why I ask you, is she afraid of Daniel? Did she escape? My name of my episode is Jack and Lily, a hoax. Malaya responds. I showed you the text messages. I showed you the polygraph video. All this to escape from Daniel. Now Daniel said, "Hey, I'll see you in jail the next time I see you." Okay, so you say so. I've got Tiff saying he didn't call in; he was just in chat. Okay, all right. Well, but I don't have an hour and 34-minute video, Carrie. So if you send me the hour and 34-minute video, I have a 55-minute video that I'm listening here.
Around somebody so long, you know when they're lying, right? So he believes that listen, we would have knew she was lying, and that's the reason she wanted to get away from him, so he didn't know. And I can understand that. Like I said, if you're around somebody enough, you know their habits, their patterns, and then of course, like the grandma said, 19 months ago, Malaya acted different. And then, that's around the time that Meadow was born.
Durwood did.
She had no problem taking the kids over there, seeing the grandmother. The biological father hasn't seen the kids in 3 years, but Daniel did say she is scared of the biological father. I don't know. He didn't go into the reasons why, if he was abusive or what it was. He just said that.
Okay, you're right. It was Durwood that called in. That was my Daniel didn't call in. It was Durwood. And I played earlier what he said over a voiceover type of thing. So this one, thank you. You're right. I just want to listen to a little bit more of this, guys. We have 605 people in chat. What the frick is going on in this case? And I know Dolly said, hey, I'm fine if you clip some of my stuff and play it. I don't know Dolly personally. I've talked to him a few times. But he's okay with me playing a little bit of this to let you guys know what's happening. And if you go check out his channel, probably over the next week, he's going to be streaming this and you can get 4 hours at a time of Dolly vision, right? Some Dolly soap, some Dolly shirts. Let's listen a little bit more before I let go of this. We have almost 400 likes with over 600 people in chat. You guys want to win memberships and a freaking Bluetooth? I don't even know what a Bluetooth tumbler is, but I guess you can drink out of a tumbler and listen to music. Hit the like button, guys. Come on.
She's scared of the dead.
Yes, I am. Yes.
So
yes.
Something changed in that, and I believe this was the birth of Meadow. And then once Meadow came into it, like Daniel said, that Meadow was her diamond. She loved Meadow to death, and she slowly started not looking after the other kids the best she could. And that's kind of crazy, but we've seen it with other parents. Leilani Simon, yep. She loved her other 2 kids, right? and treated Quentin Simon absolutely horrible and beat him to death and threw him in a dumpster. So there's somewhere she had this disconnect, you know, with Lily and Jackie boy is what the grandma calls him. And this is a horrible situation. I mean, it's bad. It's really bad. And all we can do is pray for the best that they're right. And it's what she don't realize. Like, if she's hid these kids for whatever godly knows reason, you know, on one of these reservations, or a family member on another reservation, or just a friend, she's going to be in some pretty good trouble. Okay. She may take a little prison trip, even if these kids are alive. If listen to this. Okay. You're talking 12,000 man hours, helicopters. You're talking, they done probably spent $1 million searching for these kids. Debbie says Daniel is Jekyll and
Okay, so I don't need to reiterate what Dolly's saying, but I do have another video that says, does Daniel have a violent streak? And that's what brought me to wonder why the frick Malaya is being quiet. Why is she having text messages? Why is she having text messages? And why is she sharing them with a criming shame? What is going on with this? All right, I'm going to pull Dolly off. Daniel was in chat. I suspect if you guys want to hear him in chat some more, you'll hear about it. But I do want to, so I don't have to go too far in this. I want you to see, does Daniel have a violent streak? And I'm going to play this Mike Damon video real quick and listen to what we're talking about. I think that he is putting the blame on Malia. Maybe he did have something to do with it, but was he controlling her? Is that why she's acting weird? Is that why she got away and did everything she did? Now, CPS has Meadow, great, but where are the other children?
So keeps coming up as whether or not I think that Daniel may.
There's no proof of anything.
Violent streak in him. And my answer is.
Hold on.
Absolutely. Logan's silence when it comes to the topic of the CPS speaks volumes because she is talkative. Logan is a very talkative person. And there are so many instances where she just cannot shut up. She cannot shut up about Malaya's mom. She basically wants to tell us Malaya is not capable of being her own person.
See, that's what I don't understand is why all of these people are interjecting themselves into this case blatantly and publicly and sharing these things. I mean, yeah, you're right, Shorty Pie. But the only way we can get an attention on where Jack and Lily are is if we get to the source of who is that, the hoaxer guy, and why is he saying the children are alive? And I do like DeMann. I know it's Mike DeMann, but I do like what he says about this. And he's telling us about the interpersonal relationships and why is that?
She wants to discredit Malaya. Basically, she's just a candle in the wind, doesn't have her own opinion, doesn't have her own mind.
Agree.
All it takes is for mommy to come along, and she changes her mind. Only based on that, right? Right. But this may come from how Daniel could have been treating her. That she saw her as a doormat, a pushover, somebody who's really weak. And when the topic came up,
well, you know how we're going to get to where Jack and Lily are? What if Malaya really is on the run from him? She did what she did with Meadow. CPS took over, but they have the children on. I mean, is it worth looking into? I mean, if somebody says something in the public and says, I'm 1,000% sure, maybe we should be listening to that initial interview. We didn't hear any of that. You guys, I think you guys were wondering who's that guy and is he a hoax? This is the Family Insider. and I didn't play this video. How about that? Okay, let's not pay attention to their relationships anymore. Then I hear you, and I don't want to. I'm not going to talk about that. You want to talk about where Jack and Lily are? How about now?
The kids are being.
This is yes, good.
An explosive development has shaken the Lilly and Jack Sullivan case.
Right.
A man previously known as Darren O'Grady now reveals himself as Darren Geddes from Trenton, Nova Scotia. And he has come forward on a crime and shame with some.
Okay, so let's listen. This is the original video that came out, and then everybody started jumping on that and saying, I need to talk to this guy. Then he called into Dolly and was getting the attention from Dolly. Here you go. You want to know where Jack and Lily is? Here you go. This is what he's saying.
Sonny Austin and Dolly Vision with Jimmy Williams to declare he is 1,000% certain Jack and Lily are alive and being cared for on a native reservation. Darren, Malaya's second cousin, whose son once worked with Daniel, ran an excavation business in the area for 30 years. His family connection was confirmed by Belinda Gray, the children's paternal grandmother, lending strong credibility to his stunning claims.
People out there, my name is Darren. My first name, my real name is Darren. My last name is Geddes, Geddes. I'm a Stellarton rat. I was born in Stellarton. I live in Trenton. I'm related to the Patty Allen and the people, my family in Toronto. I know the McKenzie boys, James, Alvin, Earl, Daniel's father. I haven't known Earl. I only spotted him once. I've seen him a few times, but I've known James and Alvin and the rest of them for years.
Darren says he spoke to someone with direct knowledge of the children's whereabouts, but will only name this source if his information is proven false. He's cross-checked this account with other witnesses, reinforcing his belief that it's 1,000% true. This bombshell tip has broken the case.
Again, where are the children? If this is the 1,000% truth, where are the children? Now, I agree, all of your messages are well received, but where are the children? I want to know if the children are alive. What happened? They don't disappear, guys. They don't disappear.
He's wide open, sparking renewed hope for the children's safety and prompting widespread attention.
Oh boy, and I can't say who they are, and I can't really say what they told me, but it's ironclad. It's 1,000% true. Okay. I know exactly what happened to the kids. The kids are alive.
That's a bold
The
statement.
kids are probably not in Nova Scotia now, but the kids are safe. The kids are being taken care of by, I'm sure, by Malaya's native people. My number one goal, if we could get those kids back alive, that would have been it. Knowing what I found out today through CPS and the information I found out from this person, and believe me, it's ironclad.